Hello, Bl'Artagnan here with a should you pull for Iroha, the newest character in DFFOO. I'm going to overview her kit, share my thoughts on her, and I'll do it in less than 4 minutes because that's how long this royalty-free music lasts. Before we begin, you know the drill. Slam that like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. It does help me out quite a bit. Now, on to business. Since Iroha is a brand new character, I want to go over her kit real quick. Her skill 1 is an attack that heals and batteries the party a bit, and it upgrades her skill 2. Skill 2 is a kind of hard-hitting attack that you should only use when it's been upgraded. Both of these skills give her a buff that grants what I'm going to call a 20% brave discount for Iroha herself. We'll get to what that means in a second. Her EX hits real hard, and kind of weirdly, it doesn't use the recast when you use it. Instead, it upgrades the EX to a harder-hitting version of it for her next turn. Her LD is a big party heal and attack that gives a free skill use on her next turn. You should probably use that on her C65, which actually charges her EX gauge a bit. And that's her kind of hard-hitting meaty attack. The LD also grants the party a 20% brave discount, which stacks with her own personal 20%. Now the thing I've been calling brave discount works like this. Normally, when you dump brave to deal HP damage, it's 1-to-1. 100 brave damage deals 100 HP damage. With this 20% discount, if you have 100 brave and you dump it, you still deal 100 brave damage, but you're going to retain 20% or 20 of that brave. It's kind of like brave refund for characters like Tifa, but it's based on the brave you spend, meaning it's not affected by the boss's resistances or HP damage modifiers or anything like that. It also triggers in between dumps, as opposed to at the end of turn, something like a Camelot call. So this can be potent, especially with characters with a lot of brave dumps in their kits, like Golbez or Strago, especially if they don't battery themselves. Golbez loves this, since they have a bunch of dumps, and normally an end of turn refund doesn't affect the stuff in between. So Iroha can best be described as a jack of all trades, master of none. Her attacks aren't really that hard-hitting, although her EX lets her bring some damage. Her auras are kind of meh, and she brings a bit of healing and battery, but not like boatloads of it. Her big claim to fame is that brave discount, which is unique, but outside of teams that are specifically set up to abuse it, I'm not going to say it's that much more attractive than, just battery, regen, that kind of thing. At least in terms of being the character's sole selling point. My issue with Iroha is that in terms of game power, there are 2 reasons to pull a character in my mind, assuming they're not a favorite. Roll compression or roll potency. Ashe offers a lot of compression given how many things she does really well. Strago offers a lot of power given the potency of what he does. Iroha is a generalist, but she covers roles in a supplementary way, kind of like how Null brings auras or Kieran brings damage. It's not the reason you're bringing them, and they don't really fill the gap in the team, they just kind of amplify it a little bit. Conversely, her special gimmick, while unique, is basically just a more convoluted numbers boost. The end result of which you could probably get through a similar means, like a battery, HP damage up. There are other ways to basically just boost those numbers. It doesn't really sell for me. And the LD call, I think, really, same deal. It only lasts 2 turns, so I'm not going to go for it personally. If you like her or character she benefits, like Golbez, I'm sure you'll make her work. But honestly, personally, I can't say I see enough value in her to pull. Even with the LD call, which only lasts 2 turns, and I think I'd rather just use like Camelot or something. I just don't have that kind of time. Anyway, what do we got? We'll see you later, and son of a bitch.